Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm doing some drills out here in the bushes today. Um, Basically, I'm working with some high grass, and the issue with high grass is that it offers concealment. It does not offer cover. Okay, cover being something that actually stops bullets. The grass only hides us. So that presents two challenges. Okay. By the way, I'm ignoring the trees. We're making believe that there's no trees in this area. We're just working with high grass, which is a typical situation in North America, because you got a lot of farmland, and if a lot of times if it's not taken care of, it gets overgrown. So you could easily have a situation where you're either fighting or crossing through large areas of country that have just high grass, so or large or cornfields or anything like that. So we just have concealment here, no cover. We're ignoring the trees. So the issue here is that although the grass will hide me, bullets can still come through the grass and hit me. Okay, now that works both ways. So if you notice that when I was doing the drill, okay, I have a couple of targets set up, in the grass on the other side over there, that you probably can't see from here because it's pretty well hidden. But the point is that when I get to when I see the target, I'm firing at least 3 shots on it, maybe 5. And the idea here is I'm trying to saturate that area, that immediate area, with fire, okay? Because, if somebody crouches down, or they move a little bit, it's very hard to see what's happening through the grass, okay? So that's why I'm looking to put a lot of fire on my target. And that's kind of what the AR-15 was kind of designed for. It shoots the 5.56 bullet. I mean, obviously it shoots other calibers, but with the 5.56 caliber, you can carry a lot of ammunition because it's light. So in this type of environment where I can't see the target really well, once I identify it, I want to put a lot of fire on it. Then put my gun on safe and then move to a different position as quickly as I safely can. And the reason is because we can expect that if there's any bad guys still alive on the other side, or if he has any friends, they're gonna start, shooting into my last known position. Okay, so for that reason, I want to get away from wherever wherever I'm shooting from as quickly as possible. Preferably move to cover if I can, but or behind, because the terrain there's like there's some dirt berms in here. So I'm also working around the dirt berms. As I was moving around, I selected certain shooting spots that I wanted to shoot from or move to, specifically because the ground was a little higher in those areas. Okay? So those are the two things for you guys to keep in mind with this type of training. Bullets, will go through the grass, and they go through the grass both ways. Shooting at your opponent. You can, like if you see a head up here. You don't just have to shoot at the head. You can shoot below the head because, you'll probably get a larger target down here, and you'll get a better chance at hitting him. And if you put a whole bunch of shots on him, like 5 or 6 shots, I mean the gun's gonna move around a little bit, so there's a chance that you're gonna hit anything in this area because we're not shooting from a stable platform. We're shooting mostly from a kneeling position. Okay. Now, and again, the reason why I'm using the kneeling position. Is because if prone is obviously safer, you're close to the ground, but if I go prone, all I'm going to see is the grass like 6 inches in front of me, okay? So I have to get into a kneeling position. There's a couple of spots where I almost have to be like almost standing, like a quarter standing, but I have to be able to see what's going on out there. I have to be able to observe, because if I just, if I just hunker down and just like, bury my head in the grass over here, and become unaware of what's going on out there, my opponents are basically going to surround me. Okay, so I need to be able to see what's going on. So for that reason, I'm utilizing the kneeling position, and I'm trying to move. After I take a couple of shots, I'm trying to move to a different position. So and this is one of those things that you just got to get out here and just you just got to do it. You have to experience this. When you're working in this type of environment. I mean, right now there's like a million mosquitoes, flying around my head, so you kind of have to work, through these distractions. There's areas here that are very wet. As you're walking through it, your feet just kind of sink into mud. So you got vines that are going to want to tangle your feet up. So there's a lot of obstacles to work through in this type of environment. Now it's a type of environment where if you can, it's this is good ambush environment. Where you can, if you can lay an ambush or sneak up on the opposition, and lay down a lot of fire on them, you can eliminate them really quickly. But the problem is, if you don't eliminate them really quickly, it can very quickly turn around the other way, because they've got concealment, you've got concealment. Bullets are going through, can go through grass either way. So unless you get that, unless you immediately stop them, my feeling is that you probably want to get out, pull back, rather than stay in there and keep fighting them in this position. I'd rather pull back to another position and have them, if anything, try to come out towards me, which is why, you saw me go downrange, and then you saw me coming back up. In this case, I was simulating, fighting my way back out. But that's something that I think you want to practice. You want to practice going both ways. Practice shooting in, practice shooting out, practice coming out and then turning back around and shooting back that way. And just practice working with the grasses. Get comfortable with that kneeling position. Get comfortable to actually shooting through the grass, where you don't see the target completely. Like I got some steel plates out there. I can see just a little piece of the steel plate. I can't see like the whole plate. So you gotta get comfortable with that. So I hope you guys like the video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up, share it. If you're not a member of my channel, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.